It's Friday Night Lights on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.live. Join us this fall as we feature live San Juan and Monticello football. Now we send you live to the field for tonight's action. Welcome to Friday Night Lights on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.live.
Well, good evening. We welcome you to Dove Creek High School, where the Dove Creek Bulldogs playing host to the Monticello Buckaroos in tonight's football matchup. I'm David Boyle with Bill Boyle, bringing you the game live on StreamUtah.live. Glad you've joined us. Should be a great game tonight, Bill.
Oh, yeah, this will be an awesome game. We've got the defending Colorado champions against the Utah runners-up in a game of local rivals, so this is as good as it gets.
Yep, border war. Just 25 miles separating these two teams, and yeah, we're really glad. You know, we get in the car and we go up to Rich County to see the Buckaroos take on the Rebels. We go to Ogden. It's nice to only be driving less than 30 minutes to get to Dove Creek.
Yeah, we'll get home at a comfortable time tonight.
Absolutely.
Having seen a great game, this is really going to be a good game. Outcome completely unknown at this point in time.
Yep, yeah, that's how it ought to be. And we look forward to it. Again, it's Friday Night Lights on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.live. Glad you've joined us. We'll take a word here from some sponsors and be back with more pregame activities here on Red Rock 92.
Compared to the vocational schools of the past, today's career and technical education courses span nearly every industry, including health science, business, digital arts, and computer science. CTE students learn valuable, real-world technical skills with a solid academic foundation while exploring career options or pursuing their passions. Did you know San Juan School District offers 19 CTE pathways for secondary students? To learn more, talk to a school counselor or CTE teacher today.
With a changing economy and advancing technology, it's time that marketing and selling of real estate in San Juan County catches up. Four Corners Homes and Property Management is changing the game. Every Four Corners Homes listing includes 3D mapping and virtual tours, professional photos, a digital and global 21st century footprint, and marketing exposure that makes it easy for buyers to find and identify what makes your listing unique. Marketing and exposure sells real estate, and if you want the best, you need Four Corners Homes on your team. Find us at fourcornershomes.net or call 801-404-0058.
All right, well, we welcome you back. Once again, we are at Dove Creek High School, the Dove Creek Bulldogs hosting the Monticello Buckaroos. We had the opportunity to talk with Coach Reed Anderson before the game, so we'll send you to that interview and be right back. All right, David Boyle here with Coach Reed Anderson. Coach, last week you guys made the trip over to Colburn, got the win over Plateau Valley, had a bit of a drive. I know you did IHOP in the morning, Applebee's at night. What'd you learn in that game?
We learned that it was a lot warmer than we thought, and that heat kind of drained us energy-wise. We picked it up pretty good in the first half, but in the second half, we were pretty lackadaisical there with the heat and everything else. They were pretty tired on the way home.
Well, very good. Well, it's a little cooler here tonight in Dove Creek. Again, you guys are playing the defending 8-man state champions. Obviously, they lost a good senior class, but still a tough program. What challenges do you foresee playing this Dove Creek team?
They're much like Mancus, right? They're tough kids that run really hard. So you can't just grab them and wrap up and fall down, because they're going to fall forward for 4 or 5 more yards. You really gotta hit them and push them back, get everybody to the ball. They're very good at being deceptive and getting the kids that they have confidence in the ball. And so it's going to be our job to make sure that we don't fall for any trickery or any things like that. So they're very good offensively and defensively, just being good, strong, tough kids.
Yeah, so you talked a little bit some of that offensive challenge, and that's kind of paradoxical. You want kids to swarm to the ball, knock them back, but at the same time that may open up for trickery. How do you keep them assignment sound?
The biggest thing is knowing what you're looking for defensively in your keys. And then, even if you have 6 guys to the ball and 2 are waiting for the trickery, you're in good shape. And if all there is trickery, then the team's not in good shape. So we'd much rather take everybody to the ball than the other way around.
Sure. Well, talk about offensively. What do you want to see from your team this week? You talked about, in the pregame last week, you wanted to finish in the red zone. And Thomas Fulmer, he took that to heart last week.
Yeah, he did really well in taking it in there and punching him in. And, I think there was only maybe one other time we were in the red zone and didn't score against the Cowboys there. Tonight's kind of the same thing, but the other thing we've been working on is just making sure we're hitting the hole hard with our lead blocker, finding the first guy that needs to be hit. We tend to run past that guy with our running backs and those other lead blockers, so it's just a matter of time. I think tonight, we worked on it pretty hard all week, so I'm hoping to see that tonight, because that'll make a big difference in getting that extra yard or 2 out of a run rather than, getting stopped. So 2nd and 5 is much better than 2nd and 7, and that's kind of what we're looking for.
Very good. Well, should be a good one. It was an entertaining game last year. Of course, the Bulldogs ran away with it at the end. Is that game been in the back of your mind this week?
Oh, of course. I mean, we're only 20 miles apart, and that senior class of theirs was really good. They kind of whomped up on everybody in every classification and everything they did, us included. And so we really did give them a scare last year until, like you said, the very end. I think when we looked at it, it was like the last 20 plays of the game they pulled away. It was really tight there. And so we hope tonight to kind of do the same thing, just kind of take them and go after it and make it a difference, and still won at home and when they got one from us last year.
Very good. Well, thanks, Coach, and best of luck.
Thank you.
Well, we welcome you back once again. We are live in Dove Creek. The Bulldogs playing host to the Monticello Buckaroos. 2 teams looking for their 4th win on the year. Monticello 3-2, Dove Creek 3-1. Yeah, it should be a great game.
It should be an awesome game. It's homecoming here tonight in Dove Creek, and there's a lot of excitement here. Of course, these are the defending state champions. This is their first homecoming since the championship run last year, and this is a team, a community excited about their team and excited about their prospects and excited for homecoming.
Yep, yeah, makes for a great game as we see the 2 sets of captains taking the field for the coin toss. We'll go ahead and hear from some sponsors and be back with kickoff. You're watching StreamUtah.live with Red Rock 92.
Looking to buy, sell, or refinance your home or property? Ask for the professionals at Anderson Oliver Title Insurance Agency. Anderson Oliver Title has provided title insurance and real estate closing services in San Juan and Grand Counties for 25 years. Anderson Oliver Title isn't just another out-of-town company. It's the only locally owned and operated title company in southeastern Utah. The owners and employees at Anderson Oliver Title are excited to support our communities and are proud to support high school athletics and activities.
Knowles Home Furnishings, Moab's locally owned, friendly hometown furniture store for over 60 years, is proud to support our local high schools. Featuring stylish and comfortable furniture, appliances, decor, lighting, floor and window coverings, and more. Knowles offers delivery and installation anywhere in the Red Rock 92 listening area. Come visit us on Main Street in Moab. Good luck to all our teams.
The Chris Black Agency is a proud supporter of Monticello High School sports. Chris has been with Farmers Insurance for more than 35 years and writes all lines of insurance, from autos to homes, life insurance, ATVs and boats, and business. Customer service is the agency motto, with offices in Monticello and Moab. Come by at 97 South Main in Monticello or call 435-587-2230. Let's go Bucks.
All right, we welcome you back. As you may have seen, Monticello won the toss, deferred to the second half. Bulldogs will receive. Monticello will get the wind at their back in the first quarter, but as Coach Anderson predicted, there was a pretty good wind earlier, but it looks like it's starting to die down as the evening goes along.
You know, I had a moment of silence for legendary Coach Ken Soper earlier, and boy, it was silent. And I thought, it's so silent, maybe the wind will stop blowing in honor of Coach Soper. But the wind could come into play tonight for the first game this season. This is the first time that's been a factor that I recall in 5 games of the season. And so what direction you're going, that'll impact the offensive calls. And anyway, but the wind may die down when the sun goes down, too. So
yeah, we see
it'll be interesting to see.
I can see in the backyard an American flag with a Colorado state flag right underneath it, and it's blowing a little bit, but again, it's pretty calm here, where it's been pretty windy earlier on. But again, Monticello will kick away to start the game. To the Bulldogs, J.D. McDonald with the kicking duties for the Buckaroos at the 40-yard line. Everyone's ready. Waiting for the official whistle. There it is. Here is the kick, and it's a boomer into the end zone. Good kick by McDonald, and it'll be a touchback to open up the game for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, so they'll take over on their own 20-yard line. Boy, JD, when he gets his leg on that ball, it goes through the end zone more often than not. That's a nice kick.
Yeah, it is. And, yeah, it's a good setup for the Bulldogs to take their first snap. They are at the 20-yard line. Colton Fury with the ball. He'll hand off, no fake, and now pitch on the option. And they'll ride him out of bounds after picking up 6 yards. Tabor DeJane on the 6-yard run as Bulldogs execute that option really well, Bill.
Yeah, I think we're going to see that quite a bit. One of the strengths of their team last year, the state championship team, was 3 good running backs. And if you got a quarterback who reads the option well, as Colton does, and has 2-3 options, it's going to be a lot of misdirection, a lot of good decisions.
Jane goes in motion, then the run is up the middle. Monticello meeting him there for no gain. It looks like at the bottom of that pile was Tavin Black holding on to
Gage Buffington.
Oh, that's a big kid to be holding on to, too. So minimal gain, maybe a yard. Second down, make it third down and 4 yards to go for the Bulldogs.
Empty backfield except for Fury in the shotgun.
Sends Buffington in motion, fake the handoff to him, and he's going to pick up the yardage needed, get the first down. It was Mason Atwood who almost grabbed him by the back of his jersey there, but they move the chains and pick up a first down on the run.
Nice run there by Colton Fury. Gets a first down. That's an 8-yard gain.
Yeah, out to the 38-yard line. First and 10 for Dove Creek. They're in that same formation and that as they just ran. And they'll send Buffington in motion. And this time hand it to him. He'll bounce it outside.
There he goes.
He's got an angle.
He's got some speed
J.D. McDonald is going to try and catch him, and he is going to fall short. And it's a touchdown for Buffington.
62-yard touchdown run by Gage Buffington puts the first points on the board and an early lead for the Bulldogs.
Yep, 10:40 to go in the first quarter, and Dove Creek jumps on the board.
Boy, he's got some good size.
Yeah.
And good speed, too. He caught that corner, and it was off to the races. Touchdown, 10:40 remaining in the first quarter. We've got our first score of the game.
And the Bulldogs will line up to go for 2 in a formation that is not as foreign as the one they were running last year against the Buckaroos. They'll have some misdirection, and Tabor DeJane will go off the left side and in for 2. Looked like maybe it might have been a direct snap. Again, there's some good trickery. I didn't quite see who got the ball.
No, it went back to Fury, and DeJane kind of was lined up on the line and came back around. So nice misdirection there, nice little play. 2-point conversion, 8-0, 10:40 remaining in the first quarter. Dove Creek Bulldogs did what they want to do, is jump on this early.
Yep. So Dove Creek takes the opening kick, drives 80 yards, and scores. Most of that coming on that big 62-yard touchdown run by Gage Buffington.
Yeah, that was a great run.
Yeah, and Buffington, again, was key in that championship team last year,
Yes.
so not surprised to see him running the ball well for the Bulldogs here early.
They lost a senior class with a lot of leadership, but they retained some of their key elements, and Gage Buffington is on the top of that list.
Yep. So a score for the Bulldogs, and Monticello will get their first offensive possession on this kickoff from the 40-yard line.
80-yard scoring drive just in 4 plays, of course, paced by Buffington's 62-yard dash.
Monticello's Thomas Fulmer is the deep man, but he's at about the 25-yard line, and that's where the ball goes. He'll pick it up on a bounce, and is unable to get the yards needed. Well, picks up some yardage, not as much as he was hoping as he got that ball on the bounce.
Yeah, just a 7-yard return. He got it at full speed at the 25-yard line, so nice coverage for the Bulldogs, but pretty good starting field position for the Buckaroos at their, it's out at the 35 is where they mark it, so.
So 1st and 10 for the Buckaroos. McDonald sends man in motion. Carter Rogers gets the jet sweep and gains
0
maybe
there.
a yard
Yeah.
on 1st down.
Let's give him a gain of 1. 2nd and 9.
McDonald quick to the line. 2 receivers on the near side and 2 on the far. And they'll get the Bulldogs to jump, but Carter Rogers took off early too,
yeah.
so that's going to go against the Buckaroos.
Against Monticello, a 5-yard penalty.
Oh, you know what? Actually, it looks like that is going to be
Wow.
on Dove Creek. Rogers jumped, but I guess we're saying after the Bulldogs jumped offside, so they've got the eyes on the line better than we do. So
Yeah.
that makes it a more manageable 2nd down for the Buckaroos as they pick up 5 on the penalty. 2nd and 4 for the Bucks. McDonald in the backfield with Fulmer by his side. Here's a snap, and he'll hand to Fulmer, and he'll dive forward for a gain of 1, maybe 2 on 2nd down.
Let's call it 3rd and 7.
3rd and 3.
Oh, yeah, 3rd and 3. I'm sorry.
And Monticello will bring that bunch formation of receivers to the near side. McDonald will get the snap. He'll roll left looking to pass. It's Carter Rogers, but unable to pull in the catch. So 4th down and 3. Decision for the Buckaroos. They love to be aggressive, but I don't know, as potent as Dove Creek's offense was in that first drive, I wonder if they're hoping to flip the field here or if they'll go for it.
Dove Creek's assuming they're going to go for it. They haven't sent anyone back, which probably increases the chances of McDonald punting away if he can get it off quick.
Hard count and adjustment at the line. We'll see what the Buckaroos run. Here's a snap. It's high, and McDonald will get it away. Boot it. It's going to drop at the 10 and be downed by Thomas Fulmer.
The 9-yard line, so that was nearly a 50-yard, a 48-yard kick.
Yeah, you know what I saw looking at, Max Preps keeps national stats. Last year, Easton Young was amongst the top 8-man kick returners. Monticello only has one national ranking, and that's J.D. McDonald is 2nd in the nation in punts.
In punting, huh?
About averaging 50 yards. So,
wow.
So that's worked well for the Buckaroos, getting those long punts off. Dove Creek will run on 1st down. Buffington tackled by Tavin Black after a short gain. 1-yard gain. So good sound tackling by the Buckaroos. That's what they need to do to slow down this Dove Creek offense. 2nd and 9 for the Bulldogs, and now a spread formation for Dove Creek. Fury in the gun. Here's a snap. He'll roll left, and we'll tuck it up and get hit by a host of Buckaroos. Mason Atwood and Tavin Black there first. Thomas Fulmer there to help.
After a gain of 7 yards.
Yeah, that was a good gain.
That's kind of an option. He rolls out and sees what the cornerback does, and the cornerback followed the receiver, so it left it wide open for him to tuck that ball and run for 7 yards and make it 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2 for the Dogs. Ball on the 18-yard line, trying to get to the 20. Fury under center. And a jump, and I think that may go against Dove Creek.
Yeah, it looks like Nick Aragon may have jumped there.
Yeah, he threw his head back like he was going to be the one called for it, and he was.
He kind of admitted it whether he did it or not.
Yeah. So 3rd and 7 now at the 13-yard line. Big opportunity for the Buckaroos here if they can get a stop. Bulldogs with 4 down linemen. Receiver out either side. And running back in the backfield with Fury. They'll send DeJane in motion, and it looks like a quarterback design run to the far side. He's going to get the yards needed for the first down. I think about 10 yards picked up there.
Nice run there by Fury. Boy, he tucked it as if he was knew from the beginning of the play that he was going to run.
Yep. Yeah, and they send DeJane in motion, and he came in and blocked right away. No doubt that was a designed run and picked up the yardage needed on 3rd down. First down and 10 for the Bulldogs. They'll hand off to DeJane. He's grabbed in the backfield, but drags the defender forward for a gain.
Yeah, he took Thomas Fulmer for a ride there. He ended up with a gain of 4 after getting hit right at the line of scrimmage. That was a nice carry by DeJane.
Yeah, and that was something Coach Anderson mentioned in that pregame too. Is it's not enough to just make the contact. You got to make contact and push him back. Dove Creek runs hard, running forward. 2nd down and 6 now for Dove Creek. Here's a snap, fake, and a counter, and a couple missed tackles, and Buffington tries to stiff arm Tavin Black. Tavin will flip him over at the 45-yard line, but a big gain.
28-yard gain there by Buffington. That was an interesting play. He went in motion, he came back around, and a counter inside, and really a nice move on the defensive end to get in there and get a first down and move the ball into Buckaroo territory.
6:30 remaining in the first quarter, an 8-0 lead for Dove Creek. And the Bulldogs in Monticello territory once again. 1st and 10 at the 45. Tabor DeJane in motion. They'll hand off. Nope, they'll blow the play dead. So that will be delay a game on Dove Creek. 5-yard penalty. I'm surprised. It seemed like they got to the line fairly quick after that big gain, but
yeah,
I guess not.
You got to reset the sticks. You got to. Well, the team was kind of on the side talking to the
that's
coach,
true.
But
so
that's the 3rd penalty of the game against Dove Creek.
1st and 15. Now a pass, a designed screen. DeJane catches it, but is only going to gain about 2 yards.
That was a nice play there for number 32, Landon Shumway, who sniffed out that screen pass and dropped it. Let's call that a gain of 1. Make it 2nd and 14. First completion of the game and first attempt by Colton Fury. Fury fakes it and comes around the right side, cuts up, went right by Carter Rogers, who forced him inside so the pursuit could pick him up, but got a big gain there. That's going to be a 9-yard gain by Fury, and it's 3rd and 6. Let's call it 3rd and 6, an 8-yard gain by Fury. He had 2 receivers here split to the near side and fake to them and is off to the races. Gives to Buffington. He can come around that side. He's had a lot of success there. He ran right into J.D. McDonald, who stopped him, but it got very, very close. He needed 5 yards, and he got 4, so it's 4th and very short. And Fury into the Buckaroo backfield and gets all the way the yards he needed, much more. It's a 6-yard gain by Fury and another first down for the Dove Creek Bulldogs. They're down to the 30-yard line of the Buckaroos. Offense is working very efficiently at this point in the game for the Bulldogs.
Yep, picking the 4th down conversion. Now 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Buffington will get it, and he'll gain some positive yardage there.
It's going to be close to a 10-yard gain. Looks like they're going to call it 9 yards. Boy, that was a really nice. He took his time, saw his hole, and hit it hard, and a 9-yard gain is the result.
So 2nd and 1 for the Bulldogs. So they keep marching. Now a pass and a screen, and they've got a convoy to the end zone. That's 6 for Dove Creek. Josh Keibel, and the sophomore, scoring for the Dogs.
Wow, a nice little screen pass there. Goes all the way into the end zone. It's 20-yard, 21-yard touchdown pass there. And the second score of the game. 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Yeah, that was a nice designed play, too, as far as, he was just, he had 3 blockers. He needed probably just 1. That's a good sign, though, for the Buckaroos there, holding the 2-point conversion. Zach Thane in on the defense there of that pass, a little long regardless. Well, again, you're watching Stream Utah.live. Monticello trails 14-0 to Dove Creek. Let's take a break, hear from some sponsors, and be right back.
Empire Electric is excited to sponsor the student athletes of Monticello High School. We know sports help build athletes' character, and that carries over to the classroom. Empire Electric believes education opens opportunities, and we offer financial assistance to co-op members for higher education and vocational training. We also provide leadership growth opportunities for high school juniors through the Colorado Youth Tour and a leadership camp held in Steamboat Springs. Ask your counselor how to apply or check out eea.coop. Go Buckaroos!
All right, we welcome you back. Again, we are in Dove Creek, and the Bulldogs' homecoming weekend is going as they had hoped. They've got a 14-0 lead on the Buckaroos here in the first quarter. See if Monticello can move the ball on their second possession.
Pretty impressive offensive output so far for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it has been. Short kick, and it'll be fielded by Carter Rogers. Carter will get tackled at the 40-yard line, so good field position for the Buckaroos.
8-yard return there by Carter. Carter will give Monticello the ball at their own 40-yard line.
Yeah, again, so good field position, only 60 yards to pay dirt, and Monticello's going to want to see if they can't move the ball on this drive.
Yeah, they went 3 and out on their first and only possession, and they were helped by a 5-yard penalty against Dove Creek. So the offense has yet to really put together an effective play.
4 minutes to go in the first quarter. McDonald has got Tavin Black with him in the backfield. 4 down linemen, 2 receivers to the far side. They'll send Thomas in motion and hand off to Tavin. Tavin is trying to follow his blockers and gonna be dropped for no gain on first down. They sent Thomas in motion to run that jet sweep, and that's a position we haven't seen him in yet, but he had some good speed, I think, helped draw the defense out, but they were able to make the tackle on Tavin. Now they'll hand to Tavin again. He'll go off the far side and I think maybe lose a yard.
Boy, that Dove Creek cornerback really came roaring up there and dropped him. That's Tabor DeJane, the senior cornerback, with a nice play. Holds Tavin to a gain of 1.
3rd and 9. 3rd and 9 for the Buckaroos. And an empty backfield for JD.
2 receivers on each side.
Here's a snap, and he'll air it downfield to Tavin, and he gets a hand on it and unable to bring it in. Running with him step for step was number 21, Aiden Chad.
We saw last week J.D. McDonald quite often exercised his option to keep the ball, and he has not. J.D. has not run the ball yet so far in these first 2 possessions. This is more of an obvious punting situation here. We got 2 backs in the backfield for J.D., and we've got someone deep for the Bulldogs.
Donald will boot it away, and it's going to be caught at the 30-yard line.
Jane is...
Yeah, he's loose. And he'll be tackled at the 30-yard line by J.D. McDonald.
There's a flag on
I
the
think
field.
it's the block on Tavin Black. Tavin got lit up, and it's right where that flag was thrown. Didn't want to say anything for Tavin's sake, but it was a blindside block, and it looks like it might be a penalty.
Yeah.
On Dove Creek.
On Dove Creek. Boy, that was a nice return by DeJane. He got that ball and avoided the initial pursuit, and it was off to the races. He had a line of blockers and went down the field, and one of the blockers had a penalty, a personal foul. So we'll march in the other direction.
Yeah, so that'll flip the field. DeJane caught the ball, I think, at the 30-yard line, so they're set up at the 28-yard line. So despite a good return, Dove Creek's going to lose yardage officially on that return. So it'll bring up 1st and 10 for Dove Creek. They lead 14-0. DeJane in motion. They'll pitch it off to Buffington and a sweep to the left side, and he'll be driven out of bounds. Thomas Fulmer and Landon Shumway pushing Buffington out of bounds on the first down 5-yard gain. Make it 2nd and 5 for Dove Creek
from their own 33-yard line.
Fury with it, and he'll delay handoff to DeJane. Runs hard and gets another 5. That's a 1st down for Dove Creek. Yeah, and again, Bill, they're running the ball hard.
Yeah, they've got some good options. You know, they've got 3 people who can run the ball well. Only attempted 2 passes and completed, 3 passes and completed 2 of them. That extra point attempt was the only incomplete pass so far by Fury.
Yeah, and among them that touchdown screen pass. So 1st and 10 for Dove Creek. They'll send Tabor DeJane in motion, and he'll look to block, and Fury's going to keep it, reverse field, and gets almost the 10 yards needed. Mason Atwood, Tavin Black on the tackle.
Good pursuit by the Buckaroos, but you wasn't able to wrap him up. His yardage after his initial contact was 5 or 6 yards on that. That was really nice continuation, ran through that tackle, and 9-yard gain, 2nd and 1.
Hard running for the Bulldogs, and Fury sends DeJane in motion, hands off, no fakes, now looking to pass. Got a lot of time, and will load it up, and Zach Thane rips it away at the 30-yard line. Thane with the interception for the Buckaroos. A jump ball, and Zach said, I'll take that. Turnover, Monticello will take the ball over at the 30-yard line.
Boy, he had plenty of time there. He picked his target, Buffington, who's a pretty good target, threw a pretty good ball, but Zach was right there, and it was a jump ball. And
Zach Thane's a wrestler. I didn't think he could win a jump ball, but maybe Coach Kais will have to bring him in for jump ball situations to open up the games this year.
So I think he'd be called on a foul, though.
Yeah, he may.
That was really a nice run there.
Yep.
Nice catch.
On first down, Thomas Fulmer is going to take it for 2 yards. Maybe 1, actually. Now 2. We'll give him 2. Make it 2nd and 8 for the Buckaroos.
First turnover of the game. Let's see if Monticello can convert it into points.
Yeah, they're looking for a change in momentum, as again, it's a 14-0 lead for Dove Creek. Here's the snap. It's high. McDonald pulls it down. Now rolling left, looking to pass. Pass is low and going to be incomplete.
Boy, that was nice by JD to even pull down that snap. That was very high.
Yeah.
That was a foot over the head of most people. He jumped up and pulled it down. Incomplete pass is the play, but it could have been much, much worse.
Yeah. So 3rd down and 8 coming for the Buckaroos. Here's a snap. McDonald got some time. Now he's going to roll to the right, and he's got green grass in front of him. J.D. McDonald to the 30, and he'll step out of bounds.
A 38-yard run by J.D. McDonald in his first run of the game.
Yep, you know, J.D.'s been staying in the pocket. He's yet to complete a pass, but there he saw some green grass, and they mark him out at the 35 on that run.
He stepped out at the 30.
Yeah, but 1st and 10 for the Buckaroos, and they're now in Dove Creek territory for the first time
They missed
tonight.
that by 5 yards.
McDonald gets the snap. He'll hand off to Tavin Black. Tavin makes one man miss, not the other, though. And
ball's bouncing around. They're going to call it down.
Yeah, they marked him down. I was surprised to see them fighting over that.
Tabor to Jane on that tackle there. It looked like Tavin had avoided him, but DeJane brought him down. No gain.
15 seconds to go in the first quarter. This may be the last play of the quarter. McDonald gets the snap. It is high. He's going to have to grab it at the 50-yard line. Reversing field, looking to throw it away, and it's going to be intercepted by DeJane. Thomas Fulmer is going to throw him out of bounds at the 50-yard line. We'll have less than a second on the clock.
Man, talk about a jump ball. We've had 2 jump balls now, and they've resulted in 2 interceptions. It looked like JD had been able to avoid a disaster by getting that ball away, but he didn't count on DeJane being able to pull that ball down and give the Bulldogs the ball right at midfield, right at the 50-yard line.
From the last play of the first quarter. Fury under center. He'll take the snap, hand off, and
boy, DeJane is carrying the
he's
load.
Running hard. Tavin Black on the tackle with Thomas Fulmer. And one other Buckaroo, that's J.D. McDonald.
It's going to call that a 7-yard gain. We'll make it 2nd and 3. We'll have a break here as we're going into the second quarter. 14-0 is the score. Dove Creek Bulldogs leading the Monticello Buckaroos.
Utah State University Blanding lets you have it all. You can earn a highly regarded degree to work in a rewarding career, all without leaving the Four Corners. Plus, we have some of the lowest tuition in the state and multiple scholarships to help you pay for your education. Explore programs in health professions, social work, nursing, criminal justice, and so much more. Join us for events and learn more about our resources at blanding.usu.edu.
Blue Mountain Foods is Monticello's hometown grocer and a proud supporter of our schools and sports teams. Blue Mountain Foods offers a full-service meat department, fresh deli, bakery, curbside pickup, and more. Check BlueMTNFoods.com for weekly specials and online shopping. Blue Mountain Foods is open from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday at 64 West Center Street in Monticello.
All right, welcome back. 2nd down and 3 for Dove Creek. They'll hand off, and Buffington will get tackled right at about the yard to gain.
He needed 3. I think he got 3. Let's see what the call it 3. 2-yard gain there by Buffington makes it 3rd and very short.
Yeah. Ball at the 41-yard line. Dove Creek trying to get the 40. Here's the snap, and Fury will roll right, looking to pass, and it's knocked down at the line. Great
play
job,
by
Thomas.
Thomas Fulmer jumped up there and batted that down. So now it's 4th and 1. This is a field position that you anticipate they're going to go for it.
Yep. Yeah, they've had success too on these short conversion attempts. And yeah, just 1 yard to go.
Every offensive player checks his wrist, see what the call is going to be. Fury takes the snap.
And a penalty thrown before the play, and a false start against Dove Creek. And that'll push him back. So an opportunity here for the Buckaroos, as Dove Creek will face a 4th and 5.5 at 45-yard line.
Looks like they're set and ready to go for it.
And they will run student body right, and he's going to get the yardage needed for the first down.
Fury for 8 yards gives Dove Creek another first down.
Carter Rogers on the tackle for the Buckaroos. And that'll move the chains.
This is the
Dove Creek.
the 4th offensive possession of the game for the Bulldogs, and they've scored 2 of the 3. The third ended in an interception.
1st and 10. And Mason Atwood with a good open field tackle, but still a gain on the play for the Bulldogs.
4-yard gain there by Buffington. Call it 3 yards, I guess, is closer.
So 2nd and 7. Fury in the gun, gets the snap. He'll roll left, looking to pass. Now he's going to tuck it up, and he'll go out of bounds. Landon Shumway pushes him out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
Marker.
Yeah. Yep, so it's going to be just about a yard short.
Weren't we just here?
Yeah. Again, 3rd and 1 for the Bulldogs, and turned into 4th and 6, and the Bulldogs still converted. So Monticello's got their work cut out on this 3rd down. They'll hand off to Buffington. He'll cut it back inside. He's got the first down and more.
And a whole lot more.
Into the 4th.
There were a host of Buckaroos there, including Mason Atwood, but he ran right into the middle of that line and stopped. 20-0 is your score, 9:59 remaining in the first half. Early lead for the Dove Creek Bulldogs on this homecoming night.
Have you heard? San Juan Health has some exciting new features on their website. From a single account, you can view your entire family's medical bills, set up payment plans, fill out forms, and more. You can even pay a bill by responding to a text from the hospital or clinic. To find out more and create your own account today, visit sanjuanhealth.org and click Online Bill Pay. San Juan Health, chasing perfection since 1947.
Oh, yeah.
All right, welcome you back.
That's good here.
And it is 10 minutes to go in the second quarter, a 20-0 lead for Dove Creek over Monticello. Bulldogs to kick away to the Bucks after another score. And here's the kickoff at the 40-yard line. Thomas is going to have to track this down, and it'll go out of bounds at the 5-yard line. So Thomas gets a lucky or a nice bounce there, and that'll give Monticello good field position as the kick goes out of bounds.
Yeah, so that's a penalty against Dove Creek, and we'll move the ball out to the 20-yard line where they'll take over. Monticello will take over 1st and 10.
I think it's beyond the 20.
That's where they're setting it
up.
That's where
they're marking it, but no, they're giving the ball back. I think
there you go.
Yeah, figuring out where to put the ball. At the 35-yard line is where Monticello will take over, so good field position once again for the Buckaroos to open up this drive. Monticello, again, Zach Thane gets the interception. McDonald gets the big pickup on the run, and then high snap, and Monticello throws an interception. Once again, a high snap, and McDonald is going to have to grab this one, and he'll roll the other way. He'll throw it downfield, and it is going to be caught. Carter Rogers is going to Zach Thane with it. Thane is going to go all the way.
And there's a penalty on the field. Back at the 10-yard line. Wow. They used the full field on that, 65 yards.
Cow. What a play.
But I see a flag on the field.
Yeah, we'll see what the play is. They're talking with Coach Anderson about it. And all the players have left, so I think it's going to be up to Anderson to
so he'll have a choice.
Decline the penalty.
Do you want a six points, or do you want a penalty? Wow. So once again, for the third time tonight, the snap went over, or almost two of those have gone over McDonald's head. In fact, the last two plays, and he scrambles, throws a deep ball, caught by Zach Thane. It was off to the races, 65-yard touchdown pass from J.D. McDonald to Zach Thane, puts the Buckaroos on the board.
What a play.
Yeah, what a play.
Yeah, so 65 yards is the official yardage, but they covered 95 yards on the play.
Whistle before the kick was away, and it looks like it was short.
And see what the...
It would be 5 yards, or a little bit closer for the Bucks, or 5 yards further. It looks like they're going to march it off against Monticello. Or maybe it's just a dead ball. No foul.
I think they just maybe weren't
ready
set.
yet.
So McDonald will attempt the kick, and it is up and high, and it's going to be no good.
Wow, 26, a 1 yard scoring drive, 65-yard pass under extreme duress. McDonald found Zach Thane, and it was off to the races, and what looked like potentially a devastating play for the Buckaroos is Monticello's first points of the game.
Yeah, what a play. And you can't get more exciting than that. So, Zach Thane putting the Buckaroos on the board. We'll take a moment to thank some sponsors tonight, including Dependable Auto Repair, Furniture Gallery and Blanding, That's a Pizza, Southwest 7-Eleven stores, Burton Orthodontics, Pick-a-Stitch Embroidery and Apparel, Colleen K's Innovation Medical Group, Canyonlands Tire, Bradford Tire, Flights Gymnastic, Napa Motor Parts, Four Corners Electric, Primary Residential Mortgage.
These are the sponsors of our broadcast and help us travel to all these games. We're on the road twice tonight. Our partnering crew, Rhett Sifford and Art Adair, are in Monroe with the Broncos. But they have significant support, and they would appreciate your support.
Yeah.
Must have been a penalty.
You.
Oh, that
I guess the penalty accepted maybe on the kickoff instead.
So McDonald a kick from the 45-yard line, so a 15-yard advantage. He'd get it into the end zone more often than not, and he's got 15 yards additional here.
Yeah, see what they draw up here. And he'll send it into the end zone, and it will be a touchback. He got it up in the air, I think maybe they were hoping that it would drop just shy of the end zone.
Yeah.
And I think it did, and then just bounced into the end zone. So Dove Creek will take over 1st and 10 at the 20.
See Cameron Carpenter out there. I haven't been fully attentive, but I think that's his first play back from several weeks out. He had a broken hand. It's good to see the biggest guy on the field out there right at nose tackle for the Buckaroos.
Yeah, we'll see if he can wreak some havoc for the Bucks. 1st and 10 for Dove Creek at the 20-yard line. And they'll pitch it off to Buffington, and he'll be driven out of bounds, running hard. J.D. McDonald, I believe, on the hit.
Yeah, I think Thomas Fulmer is who got him. But, boy, he runs hard.
And another penalty against Dove Creek. It's yellow flags have been going the Buckaroos' way in this first half.
They really have. They really have.
Yeah, so it'll be a holding on Dove Creek. And it's at the 10, so now a 1st and 20 for the Bulldogs. Again, these penalties have gone against Dove Creek. Monticello has not been able to take those extra yardage, though, and force a turnover on downs yet. We'll see if the Buckaroos can do it with 90 yards in front of the Bulldogs. 1st and 10 at the 10. 1st and 20, at the 10. And man in motion. They'll hand to DeJane on the jet sweep. And he
turns
will.
The Jets on.
Yeah, he does. He gains yards back and more.
That's the third play in a row that the Bulldogs have run for 14 yards. One of them to Jane's touchdown. The other one makes it 2nd and 6. And the other one was on a 4th and short 14-yard gain.
Yep. So 2nd and a manageable 6 for the Bulldogs after facing a 1st and 20. Fury under center, gets the snap, fakes the pitch, now the counter, and Buffington spinning and keeps his legs churning and gets the 1st down.
Wow, really
Carter
nice
Rogers
game.
in on the tackle. Caden Chief there too, going for a ride.
Caden's a senior who's playing his first year of football and is really contributing, helping the Buckaroos. But boy, that was a nice, hard run. Buffington spins and keeps his legs churning and is good to get a first and 10.
1st and 10 for the Dogs. DeJane in motion, and now they'll come the other way and will be pushed out of bounds by Landon Shumway.
It's going to be a
some
game
extracurriculars after the play. We didn't see it. Cameron Carpenter, though, and not sure
77 is Sheldon Gardner, or it might be Mike Coffey. That's Mike Coffey, big senior there. That's going to be a foul against him. So that's a 9-yard gain by Fury that's going to be negated once again. DeJane trying to get Coffey to get his head back in the game. But
yeah, and the home crowd here is very frustrated with the call too, and we didn't see the extracurriculars. We saw, though, that Coffey and Carpenter were next to each other as the official threw out the flag.
Without a doubt, the two biggest players on the field.
Yeah. Well, the biggest player that Coffey's faced, again, on that same reasoning, is Cameron's getting his first defensive look here in a couple weeks after the the injury he suffered.
That was a nice 8-yard gain there by Fury, negated by a 15-yard personal foul against Dove Creek. And we'll see how these personal fouls may impact the game with 8:26 remaining in the first half.
Yeah, 1st and 26 for the Bulldogs. A long way to go on 1st down, and they do have 3 receivers on the far side, 1 on the near side. And Tavin Black almost had that interception. That would have been a house call for Tavin.
Yeah, that was on its way to being a pick 6, but couldn't quite bring it in. Incomplete pass, make it 2nd and 25. Tavin will be thinking about that one.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, any other time, you hold an incomplete pass, you feel really good about that. But that one, you really wish you could have back. But regardless, it is a positive for the Buckaroo defense. Make it 2nd and 26.
3 receivers on the far side. Fury's going to keep it and go right up the middle. He's brought down.
Cameron Carpenter.
There by Cameron.
Great tackle by Cameron at the line.
Maybe a gain of 2, let's call it. Nice play there by Cameron.
Yeah, you'll live with that, though, if you're the Buckaroos. It was they faked like they were running that same play, and then Fury had a lot of grass. There wasn't a corner here, so they had to really sniff that play out. Carpenter makes the tackle. 3rd and 22. Here's the snap, and it's intended to be a screen pass, and he gets loose. Landon Shumway is going to miss the touchdown-saving tackle, and that'll be in for 6.
76-yard screen pass out in the flat. That's designed to get them into punting position maybe, but it goes 76 yards all the way into the end zone. A touchdown by Buffington, who, boy, once he gets ahead of steam, and he's at steam awfully quick.
Yeah,
that's a tough stop for anyone. A nice little cut back in, is able to avoid Shumway and goes all the way to the end zone for another touchdown for the Dove Creek Bulldogs.
Yeah, so Dove Creek now once again up by 20, looking to make it 22, and he's going to get to the line and get in for 2. That's Colton Fury getting the extra 2. Make the score 28-6 here in the first half. We'll take a moment, hear from some sponsors, and be right back.
Diamond Propane in Blanding, Utah is the only locally owned and operated propane dealer in San Juan County. Call Dennis today at 435-558-5635 to fill your tank while prices are low. Diamond Propane provides bulk or residential propane and sells or leases tanks. That number again is 435-558-5635. Diamond Propane is a proud sponsor of local high school sports.
Main Street Drug and Boutique in Monticello is an enthusiastic supporter of our local schools. Under new ownership, Main Street Drug still has the same friendly and professional staff to meet your every need. The boutique features lots of neat items: clothing, jewelry, candy, seasonal items, home decor, men's gifts, and toys. Stop in to 140 South Main Street, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Main Street Drug and Boutique. Trusted care from people you know.
All right, welcome you back. Dove Creek set to kick away, and this is a slow roller, and Thomas will pick it up at the 20, come to the near sideline and be tackled after gaining, well, looks like maybe 3 on the return. So 1st and 10 for the Buckaroos. 22-point lead for Dove Creek. Monticello had some really good momentum off that touchdown. Last time we saw them on the field, they scored on a 65-yard touchdown pass off of a wild play. Here's a snap and handoff to Tavin. He'll cut it back and keeps his legs churning, and then finally knocked down at the 20.
They'll call his forward progress down after just a loss of 1.
Yeah. They let them keep running. You know, they didn't blow the whistle for a while there, but make it looks like no gain on the play. Maybe a loss of 1. 2nd down coming for the Buckaroos. McDonald with 1 man in the gun gets the snap. And pressure coming. McDonald evades, and now he's going to dive forward at the 30-yard line for a positive gain.
Nice open field tackle there by Nick Aragon. A 6-yard gain, could have been a whole lot more, but a really nice tackle there by Aragon.
Yep, so Monticello with the 30-yard line, looking to gain the 34. So 3rd and 4 for the Buckaroos. McDonald gets the snap, and he'll look to pass. Now he'll look to run. McDonald gets the 1st down, and across the 40-yard line, J.D. picking up
12 yards there by J.D. McDonald. Gives another 1st down for the Buckaroos.
Under 6 minutes to go in the half.
It's only Monticello's 2nd 1st down of the first half.
McDonald in the gun with two backs with him. He'll get the snap and hand off to Thomas Fulmer. He'll go off the far side and step out of bounds.
Gets the corner, but just knocked out of bounds after a gain of maybe 2.
Yeah, it looks like 2, maybe just 1 yard gain. Yeah, they didn't give him much on that.
A short 2.
Yeah. So 2nd and 8 for the Buckaroos. McDonald in the gun. Adjusting the play, and here's the snap. It's high, and he'll get it. And now coming back, looking, throwing that one back, and it'll fall incomplete. The officials all checking with each other there to see if that was intentional grounding. Definitely not.
Plenty of two receivers in the vicinity.
Yep, out of the pocket. So that's an incomplete pass, and that's a
considering the situation.
That's a good thing for the Buckaroos.
It could have been a lot worse.
So 3rd down and 9 for the Buckaroos. Here's the snap. McDonald looking to pass, and he is going to be grabbed down and lose some yardage there. He's snagged by, can't quite see the number,
Sheldon
77.
Gardner.
Yeah, Gardner.
That was really a nice play. It looked like JD had some open field, and that shut down real quick, and it's going to be a loss of 4.
So 4th down and 12 for the Buckaroos. 5 minutes remaining in the half. Here's the snap, and McDonald will punt this one away, and it'll be fielded. And first tackle missed. Now he's reversing field.
And there he
Jane
goes.
has got a lot of room in front of him, and JD makes the tackle, and he was kind of assisted by Gardner there. He ran into DeJane, and that slowed him down enough for JD to tackle him. They threw a flag, though.
And he picked up that flag. I don't know.
It seemed like he threw the flag right before JD made the
still there.
tackle, so I'm not sure what the penalty was.
It was the referee who called that from back behind. Boy, that was a nice return.
Yeah,
There was pursuit right there when he caught it, and he's hesitated, and then it was off around the right side.
So another penalty against Dove Creek will march this one back. And that's a spot foul, though, so that's still a good return for Dove Creek as they'll take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line with 56 yards in front of them. 4:40 remaining in the half. Again, Dove Creek with the 22-point lead over the Buckaroos. First and 10 for Dove Creek. And they'll take the snap and hand off near
Buffington.
side, and Buffington is going to break into the second unit, and he's going to get in for 6.
55-yard touchdown run by Gage Buffington, who has been unstoppable. He is a tank, and he's a fast tank, too. I tell you what, that was impressive touchdown. He was wide open field from the moment he got the ball. Must have been a breakdown in the Buckaroo defense there, because there was no one here on this near side in the secondary.
So here comes the 2-point conversion for the Bulldogs. And they'll punch this one in for 2.
Josh Keibel there, 2 points. Make it 36-6 with 4:31 remaining in the first half.
Wow. Well, we'll take a break here from some sponsors and be right back.
Hello, this is Dave's phone. Leave me a message at the beep.
Hey, Dad. I just drove past the park you took me to on my 10th birthday. Remember how we fell into the stream? I just wanted to let you know I was thinking about you. Got my back. Love you.
Reminding someone of their worth is suicide prevention. Learn more at liveonutah.org.
Wow. All right, we welcome you back. 4:31 remaining in the first half. A 30-point lead for Dove Creek over Monticello in this first half.
Yeah, a pretty impressive offensive effort. The Bulldogs have been hurt by penalties, but the penalties haven't been long-term damage by any means. They have been an impressive machine, and they're scoring with long plays too. It's hard to defend when you've given up 5 plays over 50 yards. Maybe it's 4, but.
Here's the kick, and that one will go out of bounds. So good field position for the Buckaroos. 4:31 remaining in the first half. Again, a 30-point lead for Dove Creek. Monticello's 6 points coming off of a 65-yard touchdown pass from J.D. McDonald to Zach Thane. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Buckaroos, and this is where they started their other scoring drive. It's one play, 65 yards from the 35-yard line. See if that helps the Buckaroos at all. 1st and 10 at the 35. Donald will be in the gun with Black and Fulmer by his sides. Here's a snap, and they'll hand off to Black, and he'll be pushed back.
Ran right into Mike Coffey. He stopped that play almost immediately. Tavin Black, a 2-yard loss.
Yep, so 2nd down and 12 for the Buckaroos. 4 minutes remaining in the first half. And McDonald in the gun, 4 down linemen. They'll send Thomas in motion, and they'll throw a flag before the play can get underway.
I think that's the first penalty against Monticello.
Yeah, and it's a false start. So 3:50 to go in the first half. And a 2nd down and 15 facing the Buckaroos. No, excuse me, 2nd down and 17. McDonald in the gun. Here's a snap. Fakes the handoff. Now looking to pass. And pressure coming. JD will try to avoid it and get sacked.
Gage Buffington. Boy, they really close well. We've seen JD have tremendous success scrambling.
Yeah.
Gets in the open field. He's pretty shifty, but Dove Creek really zeroes in and brings them down in the open field. That's an impressive open field tackle by Buffington, and it's not the only one we've seen in this first half.
3 minutes remaining in the half. McDonald gets the snap, and he'll look to pass. Loads up, throws downfield, and he's trying to get back to the ball. And they'll say no pass interference. Good defense from the Bulldogs there, and ball falls incomplete.
Make it 4th and 19.
.247 remaining in the first half, and Monticello will look to punt away. McDonald's punt blocked, and it'll be picked up by number 77.
Sheldon Gardner picks up that live ball, gets a yard before he's brought down, but a short field for the Bulldogs. They'll start at Monticello's 38-yard line, it looks like.
So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. I think this is their best starting field position.
Yeah,
if I'm
it is.
Not wrong.
It is. That's the 38-yard line of the Buckaroos. Short field with 2:39 remaining in the first half.
And Monticello will take a timeout. We'll take one as well here from some sponsors. Be right back. You're listening to Red Rock 92.7 and Stream Utah Live's presentation of Friday Night Lights.
Save up to $30 a month on your internet with Emory Telecom. See if you qualify for the Affordable Connectivity Program and apply online right now at affordableconnectivity.gov. Emory Telecom knows reliable internet is more important than ever. Sign up now to save $30 a month. Visit emorytelecom.com or call 435-298-8023 today. Emory Telecom, your local advantage.
All right, welcome you back. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Dove Creek. They've taken the ball in the end zone every possession except one, an interception by the Buckaroos. And this is their best starting field position. 1st down, and Buffington will take it up the middle.
Boy,
and he'll push the scrum forward.
That is going to be 5-6 yards after the initial contact. Really impressed with how he runs. He takes his time, picks his hole, and then hits it and hits it hard. Keeps his feet churning. Gain of 9. 2nd and 1.
Fury under center. Fakes one handoff, gives the other, and Tabor DeJane has the corner. J.D. McDonald will trip him up, though, in the 5-yard line.
Like it's going to be down at the 4-yard line.
Good open field tackle by J.D. McDonald.
25-yard run there by DeJane. Makes it 1st and goal. 30-point lead. This could be the 36 you need for a running clock in the second half.
Fury under center. Hands off, and Buffington will reach across the line. And he is in for 6.
Another touchdown by Gage Buffington. That's probably his shortest run of the game.
Yeah.
Just 4 yards, but he only needed 4 as it was 1st and goal. Another touchdown. 1:51 remaining in the first half. In an absence of a good Monticello close to the first half, we're going to have a running clock in the second half.
Here's the 2-point conversion for the Bulldogs. And they'll look to pass here. Fury will sling it to the end zone, and it is in for an additional 2. A 44-6 lead for Dove Creek. 1:51 remaining in the first half, and Dove Creek's been impressive throughout. I wonder, they had maybe some bulletin board material. Monticello really gave them a scare in their undefeated season last year. Played them well, but Dove Creek has come out and imposed their will here in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, ended up being a 20-plus point win for the Bulldogs last year, but it was late in the second half before it broke
it was
open.
in the fourth quarter before we were unsure of the outcome of that game. This one, I think we know here in the first half, barring a big comeback by the Buckaroos. 1:51 remaining in the half.
Wow, what an impressive offensive effort by the Bulldogs, and we've got a 38-point lead with 1:51 still in the first half.
And that's something too. It's been interesting to see Colorado ball. It seems like there is a lot more scoring. People get out in the open field, and we see higher scoring games, even with 2 teams playing well. Thomas Fulmer returned the ball down to the 27-yard line. Utah's highest level. Last year it was a 1-point, 3-score, or 19-18 I think was the score. Monticello Rich, and then it didn't get in the 30s in the semifinals or the finals. And I see a lot of these 8-man games in Colorado, close games, but they're in the 40s.
Yeah.
So I don't know the difference there. What these teams maybe have figured out offensively, or maybe the smaller schools.
They played 8-person football for 20 years, and it's a wide open game. It's a different game than 11-man, and but they figured it out here in Dove Creek tonight, that's for sure.
Thomas Fulmer with a good gain on first down. Down to the 30-yard line. I think a gain of 3. Monticello will come back to the line. 2nd and 7 for the Buckaroos. 1:20 remaining in the first half.
Not in a big hurry to get a playoff. There's just 1 minute and 9 seconds remaining in the half.
Here's a snap, and they'll hand off to Thomas Fulmer. He'll get off the far side. Thomas with some nice hard running here in this final possession of the first half.
Brought down by Colton Fury.
7 make it 3rd and 4. About 40 seconds remaining in the first half. 3rd down for the Buckaroos and 4. McDonald gets the snap. He'll roll, looking to run and be dropped for a loss. 20 seconds remaining in the half, a 4th down for the Buckaroos.
Nick Aragon on the tackle for the Bulldogs.
And we've got now 10 seconds left. We'll see
they're gonna play
either team is going to call a timeout, or I think that's going to maybe end the first half. And, yep, that'll be it. 44-6 is the score at halftime. Dove Creek over the Buckaroos in Dove Creek's homecoming.
Going to have a 20-minute half. It's homecoming, and so there'll be a lot of festivities. We'll get the stats together and take a look at what has been a Bulldog first half, that's for sure.
Yep. Monticello will need a big second half to try and make this one competitive, see if they can't get back in it, but they'll face a steep challenge in Dove Creek tonight. Again, it's halftime. You're listening and watching StreamUtah.live, Red Rock 92's presentation of Friday Night Lights. Take a break and be back.
For the past 16 years, residential construction has been our focus at Lee Contracting. Specializing in remodels and additions, we can take your house from ground to finish. Enthusiastic supporters of high school sports. Give us a call at 435-459-1314.
Life is a series of cherished moments, filled with milestones that define our journey. Moments of love, joy, and shared experiences. Each moment contributes to our story. As each chapter unfolds, our experiences shape us, defining who we are. When it's time to celebrate a life, ensure your loved ones are remembered with the grace, dignity, and individuality they deserve. San Juan Mortuary, celebrating life, honoring memories, transcending tradition.
Desert Rivers Credit Union is proud to team up with the communities in our corner of the state. A nationwide network of ATMs and branches, full line of mortgage products, local decision-making, low fees, and great rates for every credit score are just a few of the things we bring to the team. And to top it off, we are for people, not profit. Come by and meet our team at one of our 4 branch locations or visit desertriverscu.com. We love our communities and are proud to support our youth.
You don't have to be sidelined by sports injuries in San Juan County. Precision Rehab provides physical therapy in Monticello and Blanding, as well as Montezuma Creek and Monument Valley, where our therapists have helped athletes of all ages get back in the game since 1996. Precision Rehab is dedicated to restoring you and your loved ones to peak performance when pain and injury slow you down. We offer innovative, effective treatments that make a difference. Treatment is covered by most insurances, including Medicare. Call 435-678-3869 for an appointment. That's 435-678-3869. Or find out more at PrecisionRehabUtah.com.
San Juan Building Supply has offered a full range of building supplies to San Juan County for more than 32 years. From the start of your project to the finish, San Juan Building Supply has high-quality products for all your needs, and they can deliver. Drop by 1050 South Main Street in Blanding. Call 678-2000 or visit sjbs.com. San Juan Building Supply, a proud sponsor of our local teams.
In 1957, Lyle and Clea Johnson founded Lyle Northern Electric. What began as a small business in their family home has grown into the prominent local company it is today, a third-generation owned and operated company. Lyle Northern Electric is honored to have served the people of San Juan County for the past 65 years and is a proud supporter of high school sports.
Compared to previous vocational classes, career and technical education courses now span nearly every industry, including automotive, welding, health science, business, digital arts, computer science, and more. CTE students learn valuable, real-world technical skills with a solid academic foundation while exploring career options or pursuing their passions. Did you know San Juan School District offers 19 CTE pathways for secondary students? To learn more, visit a CTE teacher or southeastutahcte.org.
Lee
Collision Repair and Restoration is the place for top quality auto body and glass service in the Blanding area. They're now open and operating at their location on North Grayson Parkway. Stop by or give Jackson a call today at 435-485-0069. Lee Collision Repair and Restoration is a proud sponsor of local high school sports.
Did you know a nuclear power plant needs just 2.2 pounds of uranium to produce as much energy as 3 million pounds of coal? Energy Fuels' White Mesa Mill in Blanding is becoming America's hub for a clean and reliable energy future. They're revolutionizing the way we power our world by harnessing the incredible energy contained in naturally occurring uranium to fuel clean, carbon-free nuclear power. Visit energyfuels.com to see how they're energizing tomorrow.
Jones and DeMille is much more than civil engineering. We're shaping the landscape in the rural Intermountain West.
Working together to build relationships that go beyond the project. Shaping the quality of life.
Together.
We're Jones and DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
San Juan County Adult Education empowers students to gain the technical, business, or college skills necessary to enter the workforce. At San Juan County Adult Education, adult learners are given the opportunity to reach their personal, educational, and career goals. Students can earn a high school diploma, obtain a GED, increase their wage earning potential, and decrease barriers to self-reliance. To learn more, visit any USU Learning Center in San Juan County or email Gina Grover at jgrover@sjsd.org.
The San Juan Credit Union, providing exceptional financial products in southeastern Utah for over 60 years, is proud to support our local high schools. With branches in Blanding, Monticello, and Bluff, along with an ATM in Montezuma Creek, access to those products is easier than ever. The San Juan Credit Union offers checking and saving accounts, bill pay, a wide array of loans, and much more, all on a full-service website and mobile app. Plus, they're federally insured by the National Credit Union Association. The San Juan Credit Union. Your money, your future, your credit union.
Close your eyes and picture a dream you've always wanted to achieve. At Red Mesa Home Health, we believe in pursuing your passions and making those dreams a reality by challenging the status quo. We are challenging norms, blazing trails, and setting new industry standards, all to provide the highest level of care and support to those in need. If your dream is to get the help you need to maintain independence within your home, call us at 435-680-3648 or visit redmesahomehealth.com. Red Mesa Home Health, where we pursue dreams and defy conventional norms.
With a changing economy and advancing technology, it's time that marketing and selling of real estate in San Juan County catches up. Four Corners Homes and Property Management is changing the game. Every Four Corners Homes listing includes 3D mapping and virtual tours, professional photos, a digital and global 21st century footprint, and marketing exposure that makes it easy for buyers to find and identify what makes your listing unique. Marketing and exposure sells real estate, and if you want the best, you need Four Corners Homes on your team. Find us at fourcornershomes.net or call 801-404-0058.
Looking to buy, sell, or refinance your home or property? Ask for the professionals at Anderson Oliver Title Insurance Agency. Anderson Oliver Title has provided title insurance and real estate closing services in San Juan and Grand counties for 25 years. Anderson Oliver Title isn't just another out-of-town company. It's the only locally owned and operated title company in southeastern Utah. The owners and employees at Anderson Oliver Title are excited to support our communities and are proud to support high school athletics and activities.
Knowles Home Furnishings, Moab's locally owned, friendly hometown furniture store for over 60 years, is proud to support our local high schools. Featuring stylish and comfortable furniture, appliances, decor, lighting, floor and window coverings, and more. Knowles offers delivery and installation anywhere in the Red Rock 92 listening area. Come visit us on Main Street in Moab. Good luck to all our teams.
The Chris Black Agency is a proud supporter of Monticello High School sports. Chris has been with Farmers Insurance for more than 35 years and writes all lines of insurance, from autos to homes, life insurance, ATVs and boats, and business. Customer service is the agency motto, with offices in Monticello and Moab. Come by at 97 South Main in Monticello or call 435-587-2230. Let's go Bucks.
Empire Electric is excited to sponsor the student athletes of Monticello High School. We know sports help build athletes' character, and that carries over to the classroom. Empire Electric believes education opens opportunities, and we offer financial assistance to co-op members for higher education and vocational training. We also provide leadership growth opportunities for high school juniors through the Colorado Youth Tour and a leadership camp held in Steamboat Springs. Ask your counselor how to apply or check out eea.co. Go Buckaroos!
Doing, David?
All right, we welcome you back. It is halftime in Dove Creek, and the Bulldogs with a 44-6 lead here at half. Homecoming, and the Bulldogs playing well in homecoming. Beating
Boy, they really
Buckaroos.
are. These first half statistics will accurately represent what's happened in the game, which is it's all Bulldog offense. They have this three-headed beast that is really, really good offensively, and they've been able to build a 38-point lead at halftime. We'll have a running clock here in the second half, as it's been all Dove Creek. A lot of contributors for the Bulldogs, but none more tonight than Gage Buffington, the big running back who runs hard, hits a hole hard, and he's really got good open field speed, and he's been unstoppable. He has 208 yards rushing in the first half. It includes a 62-yard touchdown run, a 55-yard touchdown run, a 4-yard touchdown run, and he also caught a 76-yard pass from quarterback Colton Fury. So 4 touchdowns in the first half by Gage Buffington, and that's enough. Then you tack on a couple of other scores, a really 14-yard run by DeJane and another pass from Fury to Josh Keibel, and the route is on 44-6, 208 yards on the ground for Buffington. DeJane has 80 yards rushing, 70 yards rushing by Fury, and 3 yards rushing for Josh Keibel, who also has the touchdown reception. Fury has completed 4 of 7 passes for 102 yards, 1 interception, 2 touchdowns, and a host of 2-point conversions. So 44 points in the first half for the Bulldogs. For the Monticello Buckaroos, they were only able to gain 2 first downs in the entire first half. And one score came on a broken play. The snap went over J.D. McDonald's head. He scrambled for his life, threw the ball to Zach Thane, who caught the pass and rushed into the end zone. 6 points for the Buckaroos. That's with 2 first downs and that touchdown. That's about been the offense for Monticello. The Buckaroos are led by McDonald, who has 39 yards rushing. Carter Rogers has 1 yard rushing. Thomas Fulmer has 11 yards, and Tavin Black has 0 yards total. McDonald's completed 1 of 6 passes for 65 yards at touchdown, also threw an interception. So it's been all Bulldogs, and boy, they're playing well, and they've really got some impressive offensive tools, and I've been impressed with their defense too. Their open field tackling in particular is very impressive. One-on-one, Monticello's used to spinning out of a tackle or sidestepping a tackle, but the Bulldogs seem to bring them down in the open field to match their offensive effort. That boy, a host of blockers and some runners who particularly Gage Buffington really follows blockers well, waits for his moment, and when that moment's right, he hits that hole very hard.
Yeah.
Very impressive. 44-6.
Yep, big lead for Dove Creek here at their homecoming. And it's been, like you say, all Bulldogs. Taking a look, it's been interesting again, Bill, with this 8-man football. We've seen new rivalries and reignited old ones. Dove Creek is one of those old ones. First time these two teams played was 1955.
Wow.
Showdown between the Monticello Buckaroos and the Dove Creek Bulldogs. All time, Monticello is 19-6. Of course, the last time they played was last year in Monticello, a 55-22 victory for Dove Creek. But before that, any guess last time they played in a varsity matchup before last year?
It'd have to be in the 90s. I've been here since 94, and last year was the first time I'd seen the Bulldogs play.
Yeah, 1991 was the last time that those two teams played a varsity matchup. So it's nice to have some old rivalries reignited, and Dove Creek looking to go 2-0 in the modern era as they've got the big lead at halftime.
I have a few memories way back in the day. The Bulldogs had a running back, David Spitzer, and Monticello in 1971, they made it all the way to the state championship game, and they were a good game. And they were looking around. They had a scrimmage. It wasn't a formal game. It was just a scrimmage. And my brother Scott Boyle, who's generally our spotter, was on that team, and he said no one could tackle David Spitzer. I was talking to the PR, the public address announcer before the game, and he laughed. He's from the other side of Durango, and he said he remembers that no one over there could tackle David Spitzer either. He was incredible. Coach Ken Soper, of course, was this legendary coach. He's in the National Federation of High Schools Coaching Hall of Fame, just passed away in August, and they've memorialized him tonight as a part of the homecoming. But one of my memories in high school is in 1976, I think, Monticello. Okay.
Do you want to hold that one for the second half? A little teaser. It's a really good story. No, I want folks to hear it, but I don't know how many folks are tuned in here at halftime, so we'll save it for the third quarter. But it's a good one. Stay tuned for that story Bill's got cooked up for you from the 70s.
1976.
Yep, keep that one in mind. Well, again, it is halftime here in Dove Creek. Also halftime. Multiple battles across the state, of course. If you're listening to 92.7, the San Juan Broncos with a big 56-0 lead at halftime over the South Sevier Rams. Looking at some other scores of interest, we just have one other that we were able to track down and report. It's a 34-6 lead for Water Canyon over Whitehorse in Whitehorse there at halftime. So the Raiders have some ground to make up. Cougars are off this week, and they'll be back in action next week. Again, we're getting close to the start of the second half, and we'll go ahead and take a break here from some sponsors and be back with second half football here on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.live's presentation.
Utah State University Blanding lets you have it all. You can earn a highly regarded degree to work in a rewarding career, all without leaving the Four Corners. Plus, we have some of the lowest tuition in the state and multiple scholarships to help you pay for your education. Explore programs in health professions, social work, nursing, criminal justice, and so much more. Join us for events and learn more about our resources at blanding.usu.edu.
Blue Mountain Foods is Monticello's hometown grocer and a proud supporter of our schools and sports teams. Blue Mountain Foods offers a full-service meat department, fresh deli, bakery, curbside pickup, and more. Check BlueMTNFoods.com for weekly specials and online shopping. Blue Mountain Foods is open from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday at 64 West Center Street in Monticello.
Have you heard? San Juan Health has some exciting new features on their website. From a single account, you can view your entire family's medical bills, set up payment plans, fill out forms, and more. You can even pay a bill by responding to a text from the hospital or clinic. To find out more and create your own account today, visit sanjuanhealth.org and click Online Bill Pay. San Juan Health, chasing perfection since 1947.
Diamond Propane in Blanding, Utah is the only locally owned and operated propane dealer in San Juan County. Call Dennis today at 435-558-5635 to fill your tank while prices are low. Diamond Propane provides bulk or residential propane and sells or leases tanks. That number again is 435-558-5635. Diamond Propane is a proud sponsor of local high school sports.
Main Street Drug and Boutique in Monticello is an enthusiastic supporter of our local schools. Under new ownership, Main Street Drug still has the same friendly and professional staff to meet your every need. The boutique features lots of neat items: clothing, jewelry, candy, seasonal items, home decor, men's gifts, and toys. Stop in to 140 South Main Street, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Main Street Drug and Boutique. Trusted care from people you know.
Hello, this is Dave's phone. Leave me a message at the beep.
Hey, Dad. I just drove past the park you took me to on my 10th birthday. Remember how we fell into the stream? I just wanted to let you know I was thinking about you. Call me back. Love you.
Reminding someone of their worth is suicide prevention. Learn more at liveonutah.org.
Save up to $30 a month on your internet with Emory Telecom. See if you qualify for the Affordable Connectivity Program and apply online right now at affordableconnectivity.gov. Emory Telecom knows reliable internet is more important than ever. Sign up now to save $30 a month. Visit emorytelecom.com or call 435-298-8023 today. Emory Telecom, your local advantage.
All right, again, welcome you back to Dove Creek High School. The Bulldogs with the lead at halftime over the Monticello Buckaroos, and we're ready to go, but they put 3 additional minutes on the clock, and so we'll take some time, maybe hear from some sponsors. Well, we'll maybe read some of our sponsors. We want to thank our sponsors tonight. They include Dependable Auto Repair, Furniture Gallery and Blanding, Southeast Utah 7-Eleven stores, Burton Orthodontics, Pick a Stitch Embroidery and Apparel, Colleen K's, Innovation Medical Group, Canyonlands Tire, Bradford Tire, Flights Gymnastics, Napa Motor Parts, Four Corners Electric, and Primary Residential Mortgage. Also special thanks to Empire Electric, as well as Emory Telecom. Thanks to Red Mesa Home Health, Chris Black Agency, the San Juan School District CTE programs, Four Corners Homes, San Juan Counseling, the school district's adult education program, Desert Rivers Credit Union, Lee Contracting, Main Street Drug, Precision Rehab, Diamond Propane, Red's Ace Hardware, San Juan Health, Anderson Oliver Title Insurance Agency, Utah Navajo Health Systems, San Juan Credit Union, Lee Collision Repair and Restoration, San Juan Mortuary, Lyle Northern Electric, San Juan Building Supply, Blue Mountain Foods, Knowles Home Furnishing, Jones and DeMille Engineering, USU Blanding, and Energy Fuels. Thank you to our many sponsors. And again, these sponsors, they make these broadcasts possible. We know there's lots of options. You can do your shopping. You can go out of state to Walmart, but they don't support your kids. They don't support your community the way that these businesses do. So we encourage you to shop with these businesses, give them your business, as they're the heart of this community.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's an impressive list too. There's a broad, widespread support for our programs and our students, and they should be able to get some broad, widespread support from their customers.
Yep. Yeah, we definitely encourage. Again, it's an impressive list supporting these broadcasts, supporting these youth, and again, we thank them for their sponsorship. Dove Creek to kick away to start the second half. Thomas Fulmer deep to receive, and it'll be picked up by Fulmer. Nope, it's on the ground. Fulmer will have to cover it at the 20-yard line.
It's at the 30, it looks like.
Excuse me, the 30, yeah. And I think Thomas did cover it, and it is going to be a first down for the Buckaroos.
1st and 10 for Monticello. Once they start this clock, it'll be interesting. Every officiating crew has a different way of doing a running clock. Every state may have different rules, but generally if you're ahead by 35 points or more in the second half, it becomes a running clock.
I think, I'm going to have to double check, but I think in Colorado it's 40 points and it's at any point. So meaning if Monticello was down by 40 points in the first quarter, they'd start running that clock. I'll have to check that. Here's a snap. McDonald will hand off on the sweep. Hard running by Fulmer. And he gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard on first down.
You know, a situation like this, the 38-point lead lends itself to an outcome that you could predict. But this is really an opportunity for Monticello to make a statement and to work on some key issues. McDonald keeps the ball.
Yeah, he's
scrambling up the middle.
2 fakes and then keeps it himself for a gain of maybe 1. So 1 yard gain on first down, 1 yard on second down. Going to make it third and maybe 2 yards on second down. 3rd and 7 coming for the Buckaroos. McDonald in the gun. He's got Fulmer and Black with him. 2 receivers out wide.
You know, a play that's worked in prior games is Carter Rogers on a cross, but he hasn't had a pass thrown in that direction very much. McDonald keeps the ball. Another gain of a couple of yards. It's going to make it 4th and 5.
4th and 5 for the Buckaroos. Maybe 4th and 4. The ball's at the 35-yard line. The 39 to gain.
There's so much room.
McDonald gets the snap, and he will not punt this one. He'll run it up the middle, and he's got the first down and more. He's down across the 40. He's still on his feet. J.D. McDonald is going to go all the way for 6 on 4th down. J.D. McDonald calls his own number, run up the middle.
65-yard touchdown run by J.D. McDonald on 4th and punting situation. Right up the middle. Really nice move. The last 2 defenders, he was able to avoid them and into the end zone, 65 yards. That's been both scores for the Buckaroos have been from 65 yards. They need to get the ball at the 35-yard line, and that's been the most successful spot right now.
Wow, impressive running from J.D. McDonald. You know, when he took off running, you saw, okay, he's going to get the first down. And he keeps going, and he's going to get 20, 30 yards. And then he makes the punt returner miss and gets all the way in for 6. Monticello ready to go for 2 here. McDonald gets a snap, pressure coming. He'll throw it up, and it'll hit the dirt. He got hit really hard.
His clock was cleaned by Gage Buffington there, who was untouched coming in from the right side.
So no good on the 2-point conversion, and 44-12 is the score in favor of Dove Creek. And yeah, I like what you see for Monticello, though, to open up the second half scoring drive.
Yeah, I mean, that's a punting situation, you know, from your own 35-yard line, or from your own 35-yard line, but to fake that punt and to go up the middle and to make a couple good moves and get all the way into the end zone. It's a good start in the second half.
Well, that's a nice thing. That's a nice thing about that formation too, Bill, is that, you know, if Dove Creek brings 8-man expecting Monticello to go for it, they can kick it over their head. If Monticello decides, hey, we're going to be aggressive and go for it, they've got a numbers advantage to get that first down yardage, and Buckaroos had that advantage there. You know, again, pick up the first down and the touchdown on the 65-yard run by J.D. McDonald.
You know, it'd be interesting to see the statistics of high school football, and when they go for it on 4th down, it's a whole lot more now than it used to be.
Absolutely, and McDonald will boot this one away, and it'll be, and Buffington tiptoed the far sideline. J.D. McDonald will lift him up and throw him to the ground. There's extracurriculars after that. And it seemed like Buffington was right there tiptoeing that sideline, maybe stopped out of bounds, but they keeps himself in bounds, and according to the officials, and gets a big gain.
Down to the 48-yard line. It'll be we can't see the replay, but it looked like he may have stepped out of bounds way deep. But
it's close. Yep.
Going to get the ball started at their own 48.
1st and 10. They'll pitch it to DeJane. It goes off the left side, and a couple Buckaroos swarming to the ball, but not after a big gain. Not until after a big gain, rather. On 1st down, DeJane gets a 9-yard gain, make it 2nd and 1. for Dove Creek. Ball across midfield at about the 43-yard line. Maybe the 44. Here's a snap, fake the pitch, now the counter, and open fields up ahead. And is he going to get caught? No, he's going to be in for 6. That's
Josh Keibel.
number 3, Keibel.
Another, and that was a very similar run that we saw, that same play that we saw in the first quarter.
Yep.
Very impressive answer to the Buckaroo touchdown with 2 plays all the way into the end zone. Really nice run there by Josh Keibel.
Yep, nice design, and Keibel gets on his horse and takes it in for 6. 50-12 is the score in favor of the Bulldogs as they get set to go for 2. Low snap, and Buffington trying to get to the end zone, and they're going to mark him short. So 50-12 is the score. Keeps the clock acting normally here in the second half. We'll see what the Buckaroos can do with their second offensive possession of the second half.
Wow.
Obviously scoring on that first.
That was a 52-yard scoring drive by the Bulldogs of two plays, a 9-yard run by Tabor DeJane and a 43-yard scamper by Josh Keibel. Keibel's second touchdown of the game. 50-12 is the score.
Well, Bill, you mentioned you had a story for us.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
now's a good time for
back
that.
in, I think, 75 or 76, Monticello played Dove Creek here in Dove Creek, and boy, it was a barn burner. It was a great game. Came down to the last minutes. Monticello had a narrow lead, and but Dove Creek was driving, and Rick Bailey, who was a linebacker for the Buckaroos. A lot of people know Rick. He just passed away a couple of months ago, but Rick Bailey had an interception that clinched the victory for the Buckaroos over their arch rival from Dove Creek. And I was on the sideline. I was keeping statistics, and Rick came off the field and celebrated like I've never seen a man celebrating in my life. He was so excited to get that game-clinching victory, and it's a good memory about Rick, and who helped a lot of people in his life.
Absolutely. Here's the kick return by Thomas Fulmer. Now he's got the far sideline, and Thomas will take it near midfield. A good return by Fulmer.
29-yard kickoff return by Thomas Fulmer brings the ball all the way out to midfield. Looks like it'll be at the 48-yard line of the Buckaroos.
So the Buckaroos with good field position. 1st and 10 for the Bucks at the 48-yard line. McDonald gets the snap and will hand off to Thomas Fulmer. Thomas running hard again.
Nice tackle there by Tabor DeJane. The key to that play was Gage Buffington turning Thomas upfield so the pursuit could catch him. So it's a gain of 3 for Thomas.
Yep, make it
second and
7 for the Buckaroos. McDonald in the gun. Here's a snap, and he'll hand off to Tavin. Tavin will get pulled down. Number 33 just grabs his legs, twists around.
Nick Aragon.
Yeah, good open field tackle by Aragon, and Tavin could have shook that leg free. He would have had a nice gain there.
Yeah.
But
Aragon's just a sophomore. He's the starting sophomore for the Bulldogs, and he's had a good game.
Yep. 3rd and 7 for the Buckaroos. Here's the snap. McDonald rolling right, looking to pass. He's got Carter Rogers, and he's got him for a first down.
13-yard gain on that play. McDonald to Carter Rogers. Carter's first reception of the game.
Yeah, and that's a key for the Buckaroo offense throughout the years. Carter's been, JD's favorite target, his first catch of the game. That's a sign that Monticello's passing game hasn't worked as intended yet, but they'll see if they can make these second half adjustments stick. McDonald will run it himself up the right side. And looks like he gains maybe 2 yards, maybe 1 yard on first down.
Let's call that 2.
So hard running by McDonald. Second and 8 for Monticello. Again, they're in that same formation, 2 backs with McDonald. Here's the snap. McDonald looking to pass. And now he's going to load it up, throw it to the end zone. Oh, it's just a little long. Zach Thane had a bit of a step. It's going to fall incomplete. And it'll be third down coming for the Buckaroos.
Nice aggressive play there, and both Rogers and Thane were there deep. Just a touch overthrown.
Yep.
That ball went 40 yards in the air. Pretty tight spiral, just a touch too long.
So 3rd and 8 coming for the Bucks. Here's the snap. Pressure coming. McDonald rolls. Now he comes the other way, trying to get a corner, and he is going to go out of bounds. Going to gain just a couple of yards. A pretty good gain, actually.
Yeah,
he's going to be
4th
short.
and 3, it looks like.
So 4th and short, and this is a situation we know Monticello will be going for it, but Dove Creek, I think, knows that too. No deep man on 4th down.
Tavin Black and Fulmer behind McDonald in the backfield. Receiver set either way, and it looks like, the
Monticello
attempt to get him to jump worked, but it worked on your own team.
Yeah, so false start on the Buckaroos, and that'll make this 4th down much harder to convert.
First penalty of the second half, and it goes against Monticello. Boy, that was the big difference in the first and second half, or in the first half, was how many penalties the Bulldogs had, and I think Monticello only had a single 5-yard procedure play. But that's a tough one there. It makes it 4th and 7 rather than 4th and 2. That changes your play call a little bit. There's no deep man for Dove Creek.
McDonald looking to pass, looking, and he is going to throw that one
to an empty spot on the field.
And that'll be incomplete. Turnover on downs to Dove Creek. Monticello scored on their last 4th down attempt. This one incomplete pass and ball to Dove Creek.
13-yard pass from McDonald.
Oh, and a penalty is on the play.
Maybe intentional grounding, which is a loss of down on 4th down.
Yeah, that would act as a sack, so just move the ball back. That is a call, intentional grounding. So that'll give Dove Creek an additional, 5 yards difference. And a turnover on downs.
Now the line of scrimmage would have been about the 39-yard line. I guess not.
Yeah, I don't know. It's they're having a discussion. I think maybe Dove Creek, maybe they assumed they were going to decline the penalty or something. But again, it's just 5 free yards for the Bulldogs if they accept the penalty. So the officials working that out. Again, it's Friday Night Lights, and the Dove Creek Bulldogs beating the Monticello Buckaroos 50-12 here in the 3rd quarter, 7:14 remaining. As the officials, again, they're working this out. Yeah, that is a 1st down for Dove Creek.
Looks like they'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, and again, the officials figuring this one out, but we'll see what we get here. All right, they are going to now get it to the.
Looks like they're going to say from the line of scrimmage, which was the 40, and it'll be a 5-yard penalty.
All right, 46-yard line. All right.
Yeah, everybody gets a chance to catch their breath there.
Yeah, it was good news at homecoming. If you were in line for the nachos, you're not missing any action right now. But they've got it figured out. 1st and 10 for Dove Creek at the 46-yard line.
50-12 is the score.
Bulldogs send DeJane in motion. They'll hand it to him, and he's got a hole up the middle. And Rogers is trying to catch him. He is not going to do it.
54-yard touchdown run by Tabor DeJane. Good heavens, that was a hard run. Well, he was in the open field just 4 yards beyond the line of scrimmage, and it was off to the races. No one's going to catch Tabor tonight, that's for sure.
Yep. And there's the official signal. They are running the clock on the 2-point conversion. Yeah, so it's different in different states. Utah, it's a 35-point lead at halftime. Anytime at halftime or after they run the clock. In Colorado, it's a 40-point lead, but they do start it as the Bulldogs convert the 2-point conversion. They do start it in the first half if a team's up by 40 in the first half. So, anyways, so running clock, second half, and the Bulldogs will get a win on homecoming. Monticello has played well in the second half as far as moving the ball, scoring a touchdown. We'll see if the Buckaroos can continue to play hard here in the what remains of the game.
Well, if you have to describe Dove Creek's effort tonight, describe the game, it's mercy. And we've got the mercy rule playing. It's a 58-12 Bulldog lead, and the clock is ticking even as they set up.
Yeah.
You know, again, these rules change by state and by officiating crew too. We've seen different setups for different games, but boy, once that starts to run, it's running right now, which would generally be a dead ball under Utah
rules.
Utah rules.
Yeah, and I think the rules are the same with any officiating crew in Colorado or Utah. It's just maybe the officials don't always have the same understanding of the rules. But regardless, clock is running, and Dove Creek will kick away to Monticello. Here's the kick. Fulmer will pull it down at the 20-yard line, go off the far side. And Fulmer will keep going down the sideline. A penalty flag thrown, but Thomas gets it across midfield to the 45. See what the penalty is.
They're marking the ball in Buckaroo territory at the 46-yard line.
My assumption would be that it's a hold, and I haven't got a signal yet. They're going to
wave
off the flag.
So they say he went out of bounds?
I think it was a flag. We heard could have been a horse collar tackle attempt maybe on Thomas. I mean, it was thrown right around where he had that first contact. But I don't know.
30-yard return by Thomas. Monticello will start the drive in Bulldog territory.
So 1st and 10 for the Buckaroos. McDonald will hand to Tavin Black. He's going to get blown up in the backfield. Keeps his legs churning, and Tavin is going to fight back to the line of scrimmage. See if where they mark it.
Tackle for
they're going to say that.
He's lost his forward motion.
Yeah, so a loss of 5 instead on the play. Good hard running by Tavin though. 2nd and 15 or 14 rather for the Buckaroos. Here's a snap. McDonald looking to pass. Pressure coming, and he is hit at the legs. And going to hop back up. That's something you don't. I was worried for his legs there on that hit.
Yeah. Nick Aragon and Trevin Ivey combined for the tackle for the Bulldogs. It's going to be a loss of 2.
Yep, so 3rd down and 17 Monticello trying to get to the 36-yard line. And we're going to have a timeout called by the Buckaroos. That will stop the clock. We'll take a break as well and be right back. It's Friday Night Lights on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.live.
Save up to $30 a month on your internet with Emory Telecom. See if you qualify for the Affordable Connectivity Program and apply online right now at affordableconnectivity.gov. Emory Telecom knows reliable internet is more important than ever. Sign up now to save $30 a month. Visit emorytelecom.com or call 435-298-8023 today. Emory Telecom, your local advantage.
For the past 16 years, residential construction has been our focus at Lee Contracting. Specializing in remodels and additions, we can take your house from ground to finish. Enthusiastic supporters of high school sports. Give us a call at 435-459.
All right, we welcome you back. A 3rd and 17 for the Buckaroos. Here's a snap. McDonald looking to pass. Pressure coming. He's going to sling it, and nice grab by Zach Thane. Pass was a little long. Zach grabbed it down and gains some good yardage there, but it's going to be short.
Play.
Yeah.
Still 11, 12 yards short of the first down.
So 4th and 11 coming for the Buckaroos near midfield. And they've got that bunch formation on the near side. Donald gets the snap, rolls, and looks to pass. He'll tuck it. And JD is going to gain about 2-3 yards before he's tackled. And that'll be a turnover on downs. Oh, and a penalty flag thrown late. And there's a bunch of Buckaroos over in that area. Gage Buffington walking back off the field. So not sure what the
referee threw the flag, and it looked his eyes were boring into the back of Gage Buffington's head.
Yeah.
As Buffington walked off the field.
Yeah, there's a flag.
Takes off his helmet, so I think it's going to be against Gage, but I'm just guessing.
Yeah. Yeah, there's one farther back, too. I think that maybe happened during the play. I didn't see that, but, yeah, the one was definitely a personal foul penalty after the play, the way that, like you say, the official.
Gage was the defensive end on this side, and he was in the backfield like he's been all day long, trying to track down McDonald. McDonald went around the right side, so the opposite side of the field from where Gage was bearing down on him.
They're talking with the Monticello sideline. Now they're coming over to have the conversation with the Buckaroos. Clock remains running, so this is going to be sorted out to start the 4th quarter is my best guess.
And maybe into the 4th quarter, too. Yeah. 24 seconds remaining as the running clock. It's interesting. I think this is what happens. The mercy rule kicks in. We're showing mercy basically, and so the running clock is still just rolling away. And this is going to end the 3rd quarter.
Yeah. So we'll see what they're marking penalty off against the Bulldogs. So I think. Maybe going to be
call offsetting penalties there.
I don't think that is. They're moving the downfield marker.
They're going to switch sides of the field. So
yeah, I'm not sure. They signaled a first down, but again, it's the end of the quarter. So they signaled I think it's a Dove Creek first down, but I don't know if that's field swapped or what it's going to be. But anyways, we'll sort it out in the 4th quarter.
Well, if they run the clock between quarters, the 4th quarter may be done before the 4th quarter starts.
Yeah. No, I think they end the they run the clock. They stop the clock for timeouts, and I think for quarter changes, and that's about it.
They're set that up at the 30-yard line, so they marked off a 15-yard penalty. That play ended about the 45, and it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 30, so I think they marked a 15-yard penalty against Dove Creek. Had to be what happened because it's about 15 yards from where JD was finally brought down. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. at their own 30-yard line. They've run 3 plays from scrimmage in this half and scored twice.
All right, so
go ahead.
I think we're ready for the start of the fourth quarter. It is going to be a 1st and 10 for Dove Creek. Ball at the 29-yard line. Officials making sure everyone's set.
Looks like Buffington may be done for the night. He's on the sideline carrying his helmet. 208 yards rushing and 4 touchdowns in the first half.
Here's a snap and handoff to the Bulldogs up the middle. Again, we're getting some new, looks like some substitutions in, so we'll be getting familiar with this underclassmen group for Dove Creek.
Tegan Larimore was the carrier there, the freshman, all 136 pounds of him. Gets 1 yard.
So 2nd and 9 for Dove Creek. At the 31-yard line.
The quarterback is behind center rather than in the shotgun.
There's a snap. He'll pitch to the near side. And good tackle by the Buckaroos. Landon Shumway in on the tackle. And Carter Rogers.
That's Larimore. That's going to be a gain of 1 more. So 3rd and 8. Looks like Cale Beanland, freshman quarterback, 119 pounds. These guys have been waiting for an opportunity. They're getting it tonight in the fourth quarter with a running clock.
Here's a snap. Fake the handoff, goes the other way. And some missed tackles by the Buckaroos. And close to the line to gain, Thomas Fulmer makes the tackle.
Josh Keibel was the runner there. He's got a couple of touchdowns tonight. He needed 8 yards, and he got 7.5. It's going to be 4th and 1.
See what the Bulldogs dial up here. And it looks like they will be lined up to go for it. Under 10 to go. Comes a hard count. Now the snap given to the up back, and he's going to fall forward. Is he going to? It's hard to say if he got the line to gain or not from here.
Zach Thane was the defender. It looks like you're going to give it to him. 1st and 10. He needed 1, and he got 1.
So 1st and 10 for Dove Creek.
9:15 remaining in this. 58-12 score, lead for the Bulldogs over the Buckaroos.
Yep, 9 minutes remaining in the game. Dove Creek's going to improve to 4-1. Monticello fall to 3-3 on the year. Dove Creek takes the ball and pitches outside, and running and tackled. I think Mason Atwood may be in on the tackle.
Larimore, the carrier.
And holding called against Dove Creek. Chandler Henderson was the one getting held there, and he spun around and flung the offensive lineman holding him to the ground, trying to get the officials' attention that, hey, I'm getting held here. And I think he was successful in doing that, making a 1st and 20 for Dove Creek. And a penalty flag as Thomas Fulmer fakes the blitz and gets Dove Creek to jump.
That's a flinch penalty there. Dove Creek flinched.
So 1st and 25 for the Bulldogs. 7:30 remaining in the game.
Monticello's, everybody's trying to get him to flinch now.
Yeah. Here's the snap, and they'll hand off outside, hit in the backfield immediately. Chandler Henderson. So Chandler drawing the holding penalty for a 10-yard loss, and then 5-yard loss on that tackle too. So 2nd and 30 for Dove Creek.
Yeah.
7 minutes remaining in the game. 7 minutes of real time too, unless Monticello burns one of its 2 remaining timeouts. And Dove Creek is definitely going to take their time. They've taken their time on this offensive possession of underclassmen, getting their plays off. 2nd down and 30 for Dove Creek. 6:30 remaining in the game.
Cale Beanland behind center. Well, I guess he's taken from the shotgun now.
Yeah.
Is this Colton Fury again?
Yep. Sends a man in motion, and now he'll come back the other way. Fulmer will make a tackle along with Mason Atwood. Gain on the play. 6 minutes remaining in the game. It's a 3rd and 28 for the Bulldogs. And 4 down linemen for the Bulldogs. No, they're going to spread. They're going to have 3 down linemen, 4 receivers. High snap, penalty flag, and then the man, he tries to get the ball and then hits a knee. But again, a flag on the play. Not sure what the penalty is going to be. Penalty is going to be declined. It's a false start. Monticello will decline the penalty, and the result will be a 4th down. As Beanland had trouble getting the snap and then hit a knee trying to bring it down.
After he jumped up and got it, he kind of slipped and went down to a knee.
Yep.
5 minutes left on a running clock.
4th and 35. I imagine Dove Creek's going to let all this clock run off, maybe burn a timeout, maybe even just take a 5-yard penalty here. And a timeout called by Dove Creek, so that'll stop the clock. 4:38 remaining in the game, and we'll see what Monticello can do with one final possession, Bill.
Yeah, well, will Monticello put in some of their JV players, or will they try to work out some of the bugs on their offense? They've had 3 first downs in the entire game, 2 scores, but on just regular first downs, it's only 3 for the game, and so really shows some challenges for the Buckaroo offense to get unhinged and to get some things worked out and to move ahead. In September still, for heaven's sakes. There's still a whole lot of football still to play.
Yeah, next week for the Buckaroos, they'll be home. They'll be home the rest of the way, as they'll host El Capitan, Whitehorse, and then Norwood to finish out the season. So they'll have a challenge ahead next week in El Capitan out of Arizona, right there on the Utah-Arizona border, Colorado City over by Hilldale.
A sister city to Colorado City, or to Hilldale in Colorado City.
Mm-hmm. So 4th down, and Bulldogs will look to punt away.
Carter Rogers deep. Punt is away. Rogers gets it full blast.
Motion, yeah. Rogers is going to get down to the 30 and
knocked
going to be out of bounds. Yeah, so Monticello with great field position to start this next drive.
22-yard punt return for Carter Rogers. 23-yard line will be starting field position. McDonald comes out. He'll be the quarterback the final 4 minutes of this game, or this possession, or this play at least.
Yeah. 1st and 10 for the Buckaroos at the 23-yard line.
Quinn Nebaker, Mason Atwood, Chandler Henderson on the offensive line.
And we've got a timeout called by Dove Creek here.
It's Tyson Wheeler rather than Mason Atwood on the offensive line.
So different look on the offensive line. Quinn Nebaker, Tyson Wheeler.
And Chandler.
And Dove Creek calling a timeout here. Again, 1 timeout now remaining for the Bulldogs, 2 for the Buckaroos. Let's take a break, hear from some sponsors. Be right back here on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.live.
Lee Collision Repair and Restoration is the place for top quality auto body and glass service in the Blanding area. They're now open and operating at their location on North Grayson Parkway. Stop by or give Jackson a call today at 435-485-0069. Lee Collision Repair and Restoration is a proud sponsor of local high school sports.
We're live, and McDonald is going to get hit in the backfield.
Swarmed in the backfield. Finally, those 4 or 5 Bulldog jerseys caught up with him. It's going to be a 6-yard loss for McDonald.
So 2nd down and 12 now for the Buckaroos. McDonald in the gun.
2-yard loss, I'm sorry.
Here's a snap. McDonald looking to pass. He'll throw it to Fulmer. Fulmer gets it on the right side and is driven out of bounds. I think he's around the, oh wow, they marked him back farther than I expected. He's out at the 16-yard line. So we gained
9-yard play.
And McDonald looking, and he'll take off running. JD looking to get the corner. He's going to be just short of the end zone.
But a 1st down for the Buckaroos.
So 1st and goal for Monticello.
Nice open field tackle by Cody Alexander for the Bulldogs.
So 1st and goal for Monticello. Ball's at about the 3-yard line, I want to say. McDonald gets the snap. He'll run up straight ahead and in for 6. J.D. McDonald with the rushing touchdown for the Buckaroos. Makes the score 58-18 with 2 minutes remaining in the game. And running clock, again, even with these scores. So under 2 minutes to go. Monticello is going to dial up a point after attempt. And it looks like they'll go for 2, yep.
Going to go for 2 because you can't go for 40.
McDonald rolling, now throwing, and ball's going to fall incomplete. And that'll be no good. Clock will continue to run.
Guess they call a timeout. This may be just another play or 2 in the whole game, minute 16.
Yep, Monticello will kick off to Dove Creek. And again, Dove Creek will get the win tonight. Bill mentioned a classic game between these two teams played 1975. Final in that one was 16-12, Monticello over Dove Creek.
Yeah, and it was close too. Dove Creek was driving. They were in scoring position. Rick Bailey, number 33. He only played defense. He played one way. He wasn't an offensive player, but he got the interception, which is a great play on the field. And then an indelible memory in my mind was after Rick came off the field, how excited he was to get that, to seal that victory for Monticello. But boy, it is a Dove Creek victory tonight, and a big victory too, 58-18, 25 seconds remaining.
McDonald will kick.
Waiting for a whistle.
And there it is. McDonald will boot it deep. And it's going to be fumbled, picked up, and recovered at about the 5-yard line, and that'll be the end of the game. Dove Creek will get the 58-18 victory over the Monticello Buckaroos. Dove Creek improving to 4-1, Monticello falling to 3-3 on the year. We'll take a break here from some sponsors, be back with some final words here in Dove Creek as the Bulldogs get the homecoming victory over the Monticello Buckaroos 58-18.
Blue Mountain Foods is Monticello's hometown grocer and a proud supporter of our schools and sports teams. Blue Mountain Foods offers a full-service meat department, fresh deli, bakery, curbside pickup, and more. Check BlueMTNFoods.com for weekly specials and online shopping. Blue Mountain Foods is open from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday at 64 West Center Street in Monticello.
Have you heard? San Juan Health has some exciting new features on their website. From a single account, you can view your entire family's medical bills, set up payment plans, fill out forms, and more. You can even pay a bill by responding to a text from the hospital or clinic. To find out more and create your own account today, visit sanjuanhealth.org and click Online Bill Pay. San Juan Health, chasing perfection since 1947.
Diamond Propane in Blanding, Utah is the only locally owned and operated propane dealer in San Juan County. Call Dennis today at 435-558-5635 to fill your tank while prices are low. Diamond Propane provides bulk or residential propane and sells or leases tanks. That number again is 435-558-5635. Diamond Propane is a proud sponsor of local high school sports.
Main Street Drug and Boutique in Monticello is an enthusiastic supporter of our local schools. Under new ownership, Main Street Drug still has the same friendly and professional staff to meet your every need. The boutique features lots of neat items: clothing, jewelry, candy, seasonal items, home decor, men's gifts, and toys. Stop in to 140 South Main Street, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Main Street Drug and Boutique. Trusted care from people you know.
Hello, this is Dave's phone. Leave me a message at the beep.
Hey, Dad. I just drove past the park you took me to on my 10th birthday. Remember how we fell into the stream? I just wanted to let you know I was thinking about you. Call me back. Love you.
Reminding someone of their worth is suicide prevention. Learn more at liveonutah.org.
Save up to $30 a month on your internet with Emory Telecom. See if you qualify for the Affordable Connectivity Program and apply online right now at affordableconnectivity.gov. Emory Telecom knows reliable internet is more important than ever. Sign up now to save $30 a month. Visit emorytelecom.com or call 435-298-8023 today. Emory Telecom, your local advantage.
For the past 16 years, residential construction has been our focus at Lee Contracting. Specializing in remodels and additions, we can take your house from ground to finish. Enthusiastic supporters of high school sports. Give us a call at 435-459-1314.
Life is a series of cherished moments, filled with milestones that define our journey. Moments of love, joy, and shared experiences. Each moment contributes to our story. As each chapter unfolds, our experiences shape us, defining who we are. When it's time to celebrate a life, ensure your loved ones are remembered with the grace, dignity, and individuality they deserve. San Juan Mortuary, celebrating life, honoring memories, transcending tradition.
Compared to the vocational schools of the past, today's career and technical education courses span nearly every industry, including health science, business, digital arts, and computer science. CTE students learn valuable, real-world technical skills with a solid academic foundation while exploring career options or pursuing their passions. Did you know San Juan School District offers 19 CTE pathways for secondary students? To learn more, talk to a school counselor or CTE teacher today.
All right, we welcome you back. We are final in Dove Creek, a 58-18 win for Dove Creek over Monticello. Bill Boyle with final look at the game.
Final statistics, as you can imagine, with a 58-18 score. It was all Dove Creek tonight. They really came out with a bang, 44-6 lead at halftime, led by Gage Buffington's 4 touchdowns, 3 running touchdowns, and 1 touchdown catch. No, they were all on the ground. He had 208 total yards rushing, and really had a big game for Gage Buffington. Josh Keibel had a great game. He had 2 touchdowns. One was a 6-yard pass from Fury for a touchdown, and then in the second half, he had a 43-yard run for a touchdown. DeJane had 2 touchdowns of his own on a 14-yard run and a 54-yard run. Anyway, the Bulldogs scored in bunches tonight. 58-18 is the final score for Monticello. They scored twice in the second half, both on the feet of J.D. McDonald on a 65-yard run, and then late in the game on a 2-yard run. So 3 touchdowns, no extra points for the Buckaroos. And total yardage for the game, J.D. McDonald led all rushers with 116 yards for Monticello. Tavin Black had -4 yards total. Thomas Fulmer had 15 yards, and that's it for the Buckaroos. Anyway, a decisive.
Carter Rogers with a yard.
Carter Rogers
on
had 1 yard on 1 yard on the game. So a strong statement by the Bulldogs. They left no doubt who was the better team tonight with a big 58-18 win. They move on. The season started a week or two later for Dove Creek, a week later for Dove Creek than it did for Monticello, 2 weeks after San Juan started. So they're just still wrapping up their preseason games and getting things figured out for the regional run, and I think they're in pretty good shape for that too. Monticello, again, closes out with 3 home games, and so they'll be able to have a home field advantage as they try to work out some of the bugs and get ready to go for the playoff season. But anyway, it was all Dove Creek tonight. Big homecoming night victory for the Bulldogs.
Well, very good. Well, thanks for that, Bill. Again, appreciate all our sponsors making this broadcast possible. We'll give them a thanks one more time, and then once again, as Bill mentioned, we'll be in Monticello the rest of the way as the Buckaroos host El Capitan next week. That'll be Friday, 7 o'clock. Look forward to seeing you then. Until then, Bill Boyle, David Boyle saying good night.
Friday Night Lights is a production of Red Rock 92 Sports and StreamUtah.live. Tonight's broadcast was brought to you by Anderson Oliver Title Insurance Agency, Utah State University Blanding, San Juan Health, Colleen Kays, author of The 7 Dynamos of Organizational Power, San Juan Building Supply, Flights Gymnastics, Northern Electric, Red Mesa Home Health, Emory Telcom, That's a Pizza, Napa Motor Parts, Creative Floors, San Juan School District CTE Programs, Blue Mountain Foods, Energy Fuels, Precision Rehab, Lee Contracting, Desert Rivers Credit Union, the Chris Black Agency, Empire Electric, Burton Orthodontics, Canyonlands Tire, Diamond Propane, Knowles Home Furnishings, Red's Ace Hardware, Southeastern Utah 7-Eleven Stores, Furniture Gallery, Dependable Auto Repair, Primary Residential Mortgage, Four Corners Electric, San Juan School District Adult Education, Jones and DeMille Engineering, Bradford Tire, San Juan Counseling, Lee Collision Repair and Restoration, Pick-a-Stitch Embroidery and Apparel, San Juan Mortuary, Four Corners Homes, Utah Navajo Health System, Main Street Drug, San Juan Credit Union, and Innovation Medical Group. We're the home of live high school sports coverage in southeastern Utah, Classic Hits Radio, Red Rock 92, and StreamUtah.live.